I really want you to kind of park the cool stuff for a second. The driverless cars, the drones, the next gen, the ITS. Let's park that for a second. And let's think about just who we are and what we're trying to accomplish as people. And before we really get deeply into a conversation about innovation, I think it is very important for us to think about these fundamental questions of what is it we're trying to achieve? What objective do we have in mind? Clearly, there are technologies as vast as there are numbers of human beings. But also clearly, technology exists to solve a problem. And if we're unclear about what problem it is we're trying to solve, we'll never solve it. We're facing a tsunami of change in transportation. We have population growth, 70 million more people over the next 30 years. We have changes in where those people are coalescing. Many of them are coalescing around our urban centers around the country. Many of them are moving to the south and to the west, places that historically have been more dependent upon the automobile. That inheres tremendous rethinking of how we deliver transportation. What Beyond Traffic has done is it has started to put right in front of us the big questions we need to ask about transportation long term. It's essentially calling our country to start making decisions about these things so that as we integrate technology, as we build at higher levels of resiliency, as we determine how to move goods better, smarter, cheaper, as we decide how to integrate this swelling population in tighter and tighter spaces, that we're being intentional about how we build. This is a really important time in the history of transportation because we are ending the useful life of a lot of our infrastructure. We just got a long-term surface transportation bill. It's not everything we wanted, but it's more than what we had. And it's a really good time, if we're going to rethink stuff, it's a really good time to do it. As we did this study, we got feedback from lots of people. And one thing that became crystal clear was we'd left out a big topic. And that topic had to do with rising opportunity gaps in America. Now, you may say, gosh, I can understand that there are health disparities between the rich and poor. That's Health and Human Services. Or there may be challenges with educating our most challenged population, but isn't that Department of Education? And yeah, we recognize there are housing issues in almost every community across our country, but that's really housing and urban development. But we have never, in my opinion, as a transportation community, owned the way I believe we should own our role in closing those opportunity gaps. That's an area that I think is hugely worthy of research, hugely worthy of best practices, and hugely worthy of changes in practice on the ground level. If we're going to meet the challenges of the future, part of what we have to do as a transportation community is develop a better ear. And we're working to do that. One of the things we're going to do this fall is we're going to do something called a Citizens Academy. And the Citizens Academy is going to be essentially 101 on the transportation project process. And we're going to bring people from all over the country to the headquarters at DOT and start from A and work our way to Z and help them understand how they can impact the process. And hopefully the curriculum we establish is flexible enough to be used by all the different modes, and hopefully some of our state partners and other stakeholders out there will take that curriculum and bring it out to the country.
We can build anything. I mean, we built a lot of great stuff in this country. But what we're building and who we're building it for and why we're building it is always where the debate is. And if we endeavor to have a country that is connected, where everybody, no matter what zip code they come from, has a shot at the American dream, then we've got to come to grips with the fact that there was infrastructure that was built in the past that really ripped the heart out of some communities. There was infrastructure that was built to do that. And as we build anew and as we repair old stuff, thinking about this now is really, really important. Thank you very much.